I want to get straight to your expectations as to what we could get from Jay Powell out of this. A slightly more hawkish tone then?
I think it's going to be pretty much the same message, Yusuf. It's actually interesting today that we've also got Bernanke and Yellen speaking at the same time. So it could be interesting on feedback on what people are saying on movement of asset prices. But our view is really this is, fairly ceremonial. People will look at it on the minutiae data, but actually I think the direction is pretty clear. Rates are going up. We've got 2 rate hikes for this year. We think that there'll be more next year. But I don't think there'll be anything really changing after this.
The short positions in US 10-year is at a record high, and that shows you really how some of the investors feel about all of this. Where do you see that yield going, and what does it mean for your strategy when it comes to some of the US assets?
We've got a target of 3. From where a level of around 2.8 now. We've had obviously had a huge move in it in the last 3 months. Maybe that pauses now and then carries on its direction. It's going to be a bit more tactical. I think, when we look at where we are in US assets, actually, if we look at it from a helicopter view, look at the return profile over the last 15 years. And in sovereigns, we can't make anything like the returns we've made in the past. We can, by going into emerging market sovereign, get a high yield, but it's all pretty difficult in sovereigns. But in credit, we can. So, we still can make reasonable returns in US investment grade. And in equities, we're advising US clients to buy more international equities. Because if you look at the last 15-year returns, given our forecast, we're only going to make 1/3 of them in the US. But the rest of the international markets, we can make reasonably good returns on average in the last 15 years.